Hello and welcome back to TV Day's Drama Digest, your trusted source for all the jaw-dropping speculation, shocking spoilers, and behind-the-scenes whispers from Salem's most unforgettable drama, Days of Our Lives. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on one of the most intriguing and unsettling storylines brewing in Salem, the sudden and mysterious return of Thomas DiMera, the young son of Chad DiMera and the late Abigail Devereaux. For months, fans have speculated on who shot E.J. DiMera. With no confirmed suspect and no clear motive, the storyline has been marinating in uncertainty, allowing theories to run wild. But now, with the return of Thomas DiMera, portrayed by the talented Carrie Christopher, the mystery may take a dark and unexpected turn. Could a child be at the center of this tragic event? Was it truly an accident? Or is Thomas hiding a secret that could dismantle the very foundation of the DiMera family? Let's explore every angle of this emotional and explosive storyline. A long-awaited return. But why now? Thomas has been off-screen for a while, tucked away from the chaos that tends to consume the DiMera household. After Abigail's tragic death, Chad chose to protect his children from the spotlight and keep them away from the drama of the DiMera legacy. But no child ever stays hidden for long in Salem, especially not when they might hold the key to one of the most dangerous secrets. Carrie Christopher returns to the screen on Wednesday, April 23rd. But this won't be a quiet re-entry. Sources close to production suggest that Thomas's return will be emotionally charged and tied directly to the lingering mystery of EJ's shooting. Viewers are left wondering, is Thomas coming back to reunite with his father or to unravel him? Revisiting the night EJ was shot, EJ's shooting remains one of the most haunting recent events in Days of Our Lives. The scene was sudden, violent, and shrouded in mystery. The shooter vanished. The motive unclear. EJ, though severely wounded, has remained tight-lipped. Did he see the shooter? Does he remember? Why hasn't he pointed a finger, even to his enemies? It's possible that EJ knows far more than he's letting on. Some fans believe that his silence is a form of protection, not for himself, but for someone he never imagined would be involved. Someone like Thomas. Theory 1. A child's innocent mistake with tragic consequences. One of the leading theories circulating among fans and insiders alike is that Thomas may have accidentally fired the weapon that struck EJ. Imagine the scene, a child playing in the sprawling DiMera mansion, exploring forbidden rooms while his father and uncles conduct business downstairs. Thomas opens a drawer, curious. He finds a gun. It's heavy, cold, and unfamiliar. But not threatening, not in the mind of a child who sees weapons used on television and video games. He aims. He pulls the trigger. A bang echoes down the marble hallways. And EJ falls. If this theory is true, it changes everything. Suddenly, the entire narrative shifts from revenge to protection. EJ's silence becomes an act of mercy, shielding the child of his former sister-in-law from a lifetime of guilt. It also explains why the investigation has gone cold. Perhaps Chad suspected the truth, or even discovered the truth, and joined EJ in covering it up. But how long can such a secret stay hidden? Theory 2. Thomas witnessed the crime. Another popular theory suggests that Thomas was a witness, not the shooter. He might have stumbled upon the real shooter in the act, someone close to the family, someone desperate. He could have seen the moment the trigger was pulled, hidden behind a piece of furniture or peeking through a cracked door. The trauma may have caused him to suppress the memory, only for it to begin resurfacing in dreams or drawings. Perhaps he's been struggling in silence for weeks, unable to explain the fear he feels, until finally he breaks, just in time for his return to Salem. Imagine Thomas quietly handing Chad a drawing, a man with a gun, EJ on the floor, a pool of red. No words, just art. And Chad, looking at it, realizing that his son saw everything. The emotional toll on Chad, already shattered from Abigail's murder, would face another emotional reckoning if he discovers his son is either the shooter or a key witness. His grief, once dulled by time, would be reignited with full force. Could he protect his son from the Salem PD? Would he betray his DiMera loyalties to shield his child? And what would Abigail have done? Those questions will haunt him in the coming weeks as Thomas begins to speak out, or worse, act out. If Thomas has repressed memories, he might display signs of trauma. Nightmares, outbursts, silence. Viewers may witness heartbreaking therapy sessions with Marlena, who will likely be called in to evaluate Thomas. Her sessions might gradually peel back the layers of a traumatized child's mind, uncovering a moment so devastating that it could shake Salem's foundation. The impact on the DiMera family. The DiMeras are no strangers to covering up crimes, but protecting a child would test even their limits. Kristen, known for her manipulations, might want to keep Thomas quiet to preserve the family name. Stefan may see opportunity, using the information as leverage against Chad or even against EJ. But it's Kate's reaction that may surprise viewers. A grandmother at heart, Kate may become one of Thomas's most unexpected protectors. Her quiet strength and deep understanding of family loss could bring warmth to the darkest chapter of this storyline. On the other hand, Gabby, who had been previously accused, will be furious that she was nearly framed. If she finds out the truth, expect fireworks and possibly threats of exposure. Gabby doesn't forgive easily, especially when her name has been dragged through the mud. What about EJ? If EJ remembers who shot him, and it was indeed Thomas, his silence could be seen as both noble and tragic. Imagine the depth of that burden, forgiving a child, accepting the pain, and choosing to shield him even as his own family questions his motives. But if Thomas wasn't the shooter, and EJ knows the Real identity and has been hiding it, then there's an entirely different reckoning ahead. Could EJ be using this tragedy to manipulate others? Could he be holding back to strike later? Or could he be waiting for Thomas to reveal what he knows, so the truth doesn't come from his own lips? Legal consequences. Can a child be held responsible? If Thomas is confirmed as the accidental shooter, the town of Salem and its legal system will face an ethical and emotional crisis. A child with no intent to harm. An accident. But someone almost died. Can justice be served without destroying a young boy's life? This is where characters like Rafe, Jada, and Belle step into complex roles. The police may not want to arrest a child, but they will need to investigate. The court might call for psychiatric evaluations. Social workers could be involved. Marlena's testimony could become the linchpin in whether Thomas is placed under supervised care or if the entire family comes under scrutiny for negligence. Could there be another twist? What if Thomas was manipulated? A darker possibility has fans buzzing. What if someone deliberately led Thomas to that gun? A villain from the shadows, knowing full well that the child could trigger a disaster. Could Clyde, Orpheus, or even someone closer to the DiMera circle be involved? If Thomas was used, then the crime shifts from tragic accident to calculated evil. Such a twist would reframe the entire mystery and possibly give EJ and Chad common ground to join forces against a hidden enemy. What comes next? In the coming weeks, expect explosive revelations. Marlena's sessions may uncover lost memories. Chad may make a desperate confession. EJ could reveal why he stayed silent. And Thomas, young, wounded, and confused, could become the center of Salem's most emotional storm. One thing is certain. This isn't just about who pulled the trigger. It's about the ripple effects on fathers and sons, on brothers, on families scarred by trauma and bound by love. And when the truth finally emerges, not everyone will walk away whole. Final thoughts. A child's secret, a family's reckoning. The return of Thomas DiMera is far more than a nostalgic visit. It's the beginning of a storyline that will challenge the morals of every character it touches. Salem may never be the same. Whether Thomas is the shooter, the witness, or the innocent pawn in a greater game, his presence marks a seismic shift in this ongoing saga. At TV Days Drama Digest, we'll be following every heartbreak, every twist, and every shocking reveal. Because in Salem, nothing stays buried forever, especially not the truth. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.